football. It's the Bills and the reigning AFC champs, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin to my right, Charles Davis. Happy to be with you. And CD, we've got a couple of very potent offenses about to take the field below us in this one.
Both potent, but they certainly go about things in different ways, don't they, partner? On one side, you've got the #1 rushing offense in the league. They want to run, and wear you down and own.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
13 yards. First down, Bills.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now they'll throw with Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 18. And 8 yards.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little. That
they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the FC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 25 carries, 90 yards.
He's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete to Kelly. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jones. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short on the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Jones again. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Gets around him. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peterson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
A give to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Kelly. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
On play action, Allen can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 6-0 our score after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0. But the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say. But it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's got room past the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Red Dragons are able to widen their advantage. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you're here, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. They complete it to Hill. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders will film their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Allen. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. 2nd down, another shot for Jones.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Red Dragons add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Murphy. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Allen going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Back to throw here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Murphy. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A final shot before half for Allen. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Trey Sermon, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for our home team, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd down at 4. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Jones. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The give is to Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll try the right side with Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll try and run it with Carey. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Red Dragons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, the big play prior to this one got them down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go! Let's go!
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Allen. This is caught by Williams.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Allen now looks to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch pulls him level all-time with Terrell Owens, who finished with 1,078 receptions. So now he's at 1,078 and rising. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, this is Harris. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Allen off the play fake. Locates Williams along the sideline. Pass is complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On the give, this is Harris. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I was just going to say
that. Out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he returns this to the 22. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Peterson. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Red Dragons extend their lead yet again.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Allen's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. But defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On first down, Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. In the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 3rd down, Carey. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he takes it all the way down to the 22.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Red Dragons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.